they want to test first. The first set of exams are called the NCA exams, and basically they want you to come at par with the Canadian graduates. And then you have the next stage is the bar exam, and bar exam is everybody writes the bar exam, right? The way we write it in India, even Indian graduates write it. So same way Canadian graduates also write the bar exams. For the NCA exams, it depends on your assessment. So, for us, like work, practiced, everything, you'll get like basic. So 5, everybody gets the 5. It's constitutional law, criminal law, administrative law, foundations of Canadian law, and things like that. Exams are basically, you'll be given your readings and materials the way you get a course outline, and they'll prescribe what books and all. So the other challenge is also for people like me. I wrote all my exams from India. So the benefit about these equivalency exams is that you can take them from Delhi. So that made things even easier, right? So I was working at Apple and giving these exams side by side. So if you can manage it with your work, it's a good way to fund your exams, because each exam does cost, like at that time, it would cost like about $300, $400. So, like put it all together, it is a bit expensive. So they're problem based. You cannot do and it's open book. But the thing is, you cannot do the exams without studying, thinking that you'll just walk in with a book and be able to do it. You have to read the materials, you have to go through it, especially, I would think something like foundations of Canadian law. Oh, what is that? It's so simple. It's like any juris exam. But it's not like that, because they have things about indigenous population and indigenous people and their history, which, we have absolutely no idea about. So it takes a while for you to first be acclimatized and accustomed to things here, the culture here. If you lived here and you grew up here, it's different, right? You grew up hearing about those things. But for immigrants, you didn't hear about those things, you didn't know about those things. Even if you knew, you don't know how the context is out here. So you have to study for the exams. Like, it took me a fair amount of time. Like, I used to work and study side by side. So I would study every day so when I gave my first exam, I studied every day for about like a month or so, say 3 hours every day after work. So I just read through the materials. And the other thing is, when you go for exams, like, you can't just walk in with the material, right? You have to have some notes ready. So I didn't have, because I was working, I didn't have time to prepare those notes. So it's like how you walk into an Indian open book exam, right? You'll have your case summaries. So I read the original cases, but I didn't have time to sit and prepare summaries. So for that, there's not a publicity, but this is what I used. I used this website called NCA Tutor. So they have like notes, they prepare notes and update it according to the syllabus. And I just bought the notes from there. So I had read the materials and I bought the notes, and I used their notes to, to take to exam, because in exam, you just need quick references, right? You say, and you have to write very long answers. So they are like substantive answer, like question. So, but I found it very similar to my exams in NLS. So that made things very easy for me.